What is false light? How to recognize it? How not to fall for it? You know what this awakening journey is all about? Awakening journey is all about you being on this channel. You have to know these things, because awakening thing is how much more can you be aware of things. God is awareness, consciousness is God. How much more can you be consciously aware of you, of this present moment, of all of these things? So everything and only things that are going to benefit are the things that are bringing you to this moment, to this moment, to this moment. It's your life. It's you mastering yourself, your spirituality, your relationship, your all of these things. Everything else that drives you away from you, from this present moment, it is false light. Everything but love, peace, truth, you know, all the things that are calling you back to you, this is from source, this is from God, things that empower you. Everything else that is driving you away from this pillar that you are, it's false light. It's simple as that. And also things that are meant for you, that are for your awakening journey, for spirituality, those things, they expand you. You know, like for me, when I go and I fire truth, and I'm like, you know, firing that truth between their eyes, you know, doesn't matter how hard is that truth for them to hear, it expands them. So you don't have to know anything. You need to only be able to dumb it down and to actually just go with a feeling. Whatever it is, my video, look at all of my videos. Tell me, is there one video that is gonna suppress you, contract you? Because the truth and things that are good for you, plain and simple, they expand you, they reset you, they bring you back to you, they bring you confidence. Doesn't matter, you know, like how truth is ugly, for example, something that you need to hear right now. The truth only the truth can set you free. And this is what I praise myself to be. I often say I'm in business of truth, because I know how truth feels. And this is, I don't have to be smart, I don't have to be educated, I don't have to do any of those things. All I have to do is to have my feelings on and to have my filters on, to not believe anyone blindly. But whenever I come to someone I see the first time, I saw some video, some teaching, do the reading, healing, whatever, how that feels. Expands me? Yes, this is good for you. Contracts you? It's not good for you. Black magic is only working on you when you buy into it. How do you buy into it? You buy into fear, because the black magic works on fear. There's actually three kinds of magic that are working all the time. You don't even know. It's just that people, you know, choose to play with the devil and do the black magic and operate only on that line, which is through the fear, which we saw, you know, the global mantra, fear, 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 you know, and when you're in those cocktails, you're blind and you will do all sorts of things to you. But basically, you like black magic, white magic is only, like you can do the white magic and it's will. It's your will, it's a God will, it's your free will. It's like what you can do with your will. The black magic is about the fear. It's operated through the fear. And the golden, the red magic, the red magic is operating on surrender, right? And so all these three, they have their own play, right? But in someone, you know, comes to you and say to you, you know, you have some entity around you, like, oh, you need me, to do the reading. If you buy into it, you already got that thing, because that thing actually got into you. And that's plain and simple how simple black magic can be. Like I said, oh, like, oh my God, like I see the things around you, and frighten you to the death, and so therefore you need to come to my healing ritual so I can clean all these things from you, and then I can charge you for this. Then that's how people operate these days. Okay, so false light. It cannot be. So false light is everything and everyone that are driving you away from this present moment, from this present life. You are already multidimensional being. You exist everywhere. There are no past life, future life. It's all happening in the same time. I explained this before. Your focus is here. Why? Because this life is the most important life. So then tell me, how can it be good if you are suppressing, avoiding, denying, running away, whatever, to be somewhere else, to be something else, but to be here? Because the kicker is, and why I specialize in life mastery, it's about you mastering yourself and mastering this life, because once you do that, you master all of it, all the other lives, all the other whatever. And now, like, we have this infection in this spiritual community, and all these people that are, about the star origin, star seeds, twin flames, blah, 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 blah. Because what they are doing, they are driving you to this constellation, so don't be here in this life, but come be here. You are a princess of Arcturians. You are a princess here. And so don't be here in this life. Don't be busy solving your own life, but go here and live in your pico universum. Get busy feeding your ego how you are this priestess, this princess, right? Of the whole constellation. Oh my God. This is how they get people through their wounds. This is why people are not capable of leading in spiritual community until they solve their wounds. Because through the wounds is how they get people. Like if they have a wound of money, if they have a wound of relationship, if they have any kind of wound, this is how they get them. The most of the spiritual community, they are identifying themselves as a black sheep, because we are different. You don't hear me identifying myself as the black sheep. I was certainly feeling before as a black sheep. So, but what this false light is doing, it is, calling all those black sheep, telling to them exactly what they need to hear. And what is that? You are the chosen one. 144,000 chosen ones. You are this, you are that, you are this archangel, you are that archangel. Like, I know many things that I am, but I don't lead with them because I live here and now. I understand that we are here and now. You came here for this game, so why would I be on my star, whatever, which is Vega, for example? I know the traits of Vega, and I'm this, master. I don't go around and talk every day, I'm a white wizard. That's who I am according to Mayas. I fully identify with this. It's like the old wisdom, alchemist, and, it took time to get to this point. I'm now finally living as this white wizard, but, it wasn't before like that. But that's irrelevant. This is, all the things that will pet my ego if I wasn't healed. Right? And so everything, guys, that is driving you away from you being present in this moment, or you are living in a false marriage, you're living in an abusing relationship, in the same time you're working with someone to get your twin, and that person facilitating that doesn't have a twin. It's also living in a false marriage, broken marriage, living a lie. And where I always say, you can only give what you are. You can only give what you are. This is why I see, the same people drawing the same broken people to them, and then making them even more broken. And this is this, infection that we have going on around, the spiritual community. So basically, my message here is plain and simple. What doesn't empowers you, what doesn't brings your power back to you, this is all false light. Oh, let me tell you the story here, and you can live all day long. This is no different than you putting this meta, whatever, and living alternative realities. This is the most exciting, but people that are not healed, that are portraying themselves as healers, they're pulling the wool over your eyes, telling you this and that because they have to escape. They're only doing what they are. They have to escape because they don't want to change anything. They don't want to face anything. They have an excuse for everything. Oh, no, it's not them. Oh, it's a devil game, They will not change anything. They will complain, and then they will run to some other Peopel universe, and then they will drag other people that path. That is what is false light. When you're watching something, your gut is telling to you, like, this is, either driving you away, or you are actually feeling fear. This is certainly not from the source and from the real light. 100%. Ask yourself, is this video, Maya is firing now? End of the day, whole video. Is this expanding me? Is this bringing me back to me? Or is this driving me somewhere else? Is this keeping me escapism to the, like chosen one? I'm so allergic to the chosen ones. Like, what? What? Black sheep now chosen one? Because you're getting, the bandade exactly, for what you need. And this is a perfect example. Most of the people, they feel, in the spiritual community, misunderstood, not whatever, like a black sheep on their family. I was the one, but you can only not be a black sheep once you heal yourself, and then you don't need this band-aid. No one needs to tell me you're chosen one. I don't need to say anyone I'm the chosen one. I don't care what everyone else thinks because I know who I am. That's your job, to find who you are, not what other people are going to think, because it's always one of the same. Like I explained in my 1-minute video on YouTube, what is the awakening? It is you have been awakened from inside world to the outside world, and the first period of part of your life, you have been, learning about the outside world. But now when you are on awakening journey, which, this false light is all coming together here, it is about you being awakened by the circumstances of the outside world. You got awakened on the inside. This is when you're second time born. So first time you were born on the outside, second time you were born on the inside. And now this journey, guys, is so simple. It's all about weeding out things, where all the things that you subscribe to the outside that drove you outside, because when you're outside, they take your power away. You're like, no one is taking your power away. You're giving it willingly. But this awakening journey is all about you unsubscribing from all those things and coming back, and building this pillar of light, real pillar of light where you are. Because only, like so many people, they want to get this twin flame. You will get your twin flame once you fall in love with yourself, plain and simple. I have a whole video done about it. I, till this day, don't know anyone that has their twin like I have my twin for the last 13 years. What that tells you? What that tells you? I'm very sorry to say that, but I don't know anyone personally. I suspect one couple, I don't know them personally, but I would say, yeah, they are there. All of the others are just, things to take your money away, like you're fooling yourself if you think that you can get your twin in a session if you're not going to do the work of yourself. Plus, those people that are doing this, they have to have that. I can only give you what I am. I only can give what I have, what I am. You cannot give out of the empty bag. This is why you need to ask yourself with whoever you want to learn from, where ask your guidance, like, is Maya for real? is she really in a divine relationship? Is she really, in her mastery? Is she what she speeches what she talks, is this truth? Is she really living in a balance, in this happy life, in this, like, you will get these answers. So this is your criteria with whoever you're gonna work on. So okay, you wanna do me a twin flame session, show me your twin. Where is your twin? Oh, I don't have twin, I'm living in a broken marriage. I can give you that, because that's what they can offer to you. It's plain and simple. People that can heal like I can, it is only because I'm healed. You are healing yourself. I'm just landing you this frequency so that you can rise up. But I cannot rise you up if I'm not there. Makes sense? It's so simple, guys. Don't fall for it, because people go for example, they go from mainstream, they're not listening anymore to propaganda, but then they go to another propaganda. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, is infected. And what you need to, another tip that I'm going to give you, is why I work with my dreams for the last 6 years. I'm not lazy. I write them every morning. Every morning I write my dreams. Middle of the night, I get up, I write my dreams. Why? Because this is so valuable data. Same way as I work with people on your life data, but your dream data as well, because what you get in a dream, sometimes you have this, like, oh my God, confusing dreams, because your higher self needs to dramatize things so that you're gonna pay attention. Because when you have a dramatic dream, like, you're like, oh my God, that was so full of fear, like, oh my God, like, why did I have this dream? And then what you do, you look back exactly on yesterday. Who did you speak with? What did you do? Have you done some kind of a healing, whatever? If you have done the healing with me, if you have listened anything that is directly from the source, you will have blissful dreams, blissful feelings, blissful things showing to you, reflecting that. But if you have been infected working with someone that is false light, whatever, you will have dramatic dreams, someone hunting you, and you will have clues. And it's simple as you have to ask yourself, what was it? And then not do it anymore. Like, I'm really happy when I had dreams like that, and I'm like, oh, what have I done? And it's so valuable information. This is how you get more and more, again, back to yourself, confident with yourself, working with your intuition. Like, stop looking around, stop asking people, but, okay, why my higher self needed to exaggerate dream like that and show that person in my dream? How about I see more about this person? Are they who they are? Why? Because when you allow someone in your field, that thing already becomes you. You're listening to this channel, you're open to my knowledge, you're allowing me in. So pay attention how you feel after anything, how you feel in my pawed group, how you feel during the live pawed. Why most of the people say, I feel peace. Because I live in a peace state, I live in faith place. This is what I can give to you. I was listening recently, some person that was giving the advice, whatever, and that person, like, was giving advice, and now turned 360 degrees and going to the, to the Jehovah Witnesses almost, like Jesus, because, and I actually support this, because this person was not in way, shape or form to give any kind of advice, because this person goes on and saying like, oh, I was so depressed, I was this, I was that, and at the same time, she was giving the advice to other people. I was like, man, she's much better here, because all she was doing, she was just building her karma, and this was her, feedback. It was her feedback that she was really, depressed and all of these things. Guys, do you think that Jesus was depressed? Like, do you think that you are in a position to give advice if you are depressed? Like, I have one woman, like, oh, I want to have a child, but I have a severe depression or whatever, but she wants to have a child to make herself feel better. And I'm like, why don't you first solve this depression? how selfish that is. Oh, let me get a child so I can feel good. But who gives a shit that this child is, you know, signing up for a depressed mother? Like, you know what I mean? So this is what I mean about this responsibility. And, you know, me constantly bragging, my pawn group is already sick of me, you know, bragging about truth, and higher standards, right? It's all, you know, I welcome all of it because there are no mistakes. We always have new data. And I'm always, you know, like, I know where people stand around me, how far I allow them to come, you know, until they are totally wetted or not, right? And it's all about this data. It's all about us learning, you know, and like I had now in my pawn group, so many people actually felt, you know, what they already knew and have the first-hand experience. And then when they got in touch with me, okay, this and this is what's happening. So, well, awesome. Close that doors. We don't need that false light. Now you have more faith, more trust into your intuition. Your intuition is showing to you, you actually can trust me. You ask yourself, right, what is the right thing to do. So this is, guys, what false light is. Remember, expanding or contracting. You know, only the truth can set you free. Vet your people, who you're gonna work with. Does that person has what I want? Is that person where I wanna be? Is that someone who I inspire to be like? If this is not someone that you absolutely want to be like, why would you learn from that person? I mean, this is, you know, how we are conditioned in a school, right? But come on, right? You are a conscious being now, and you are much smarter now. You are much, you know, wiser now, that you can see through these things and say, no, I'm going to learn from someone that I want to be like, because people can only give you what they are. Plain and simple. It's all about the frequencies. It's all about the frequencies. This is why I give people life mastery. This is what people get in my healing pond group. It's the cleanest, purest light of God. Nothing happens in this space. Nothing happens with force. People come into the pond and I hold them on my energy. That's what container is. That's what my healing pond is. And once you're in this place, you're not only protected, but what is next for you to open up, this thing will open up, you will transmute it, you will go higher. The next thing will open up, you will transmute it, you will go higher. All you have to do, start walking with me, start walking with the pond. If you resonate, does this expand you or contracts you? You know, or you're gonna buy into the you know, talks of your ego. Oh, mine is over the top. Well, you know, I see so many people, once they are ready, like 5 minutes until they start working with me, the ego sabotages them and they go all the way back. Well, you know, if you are in my pawn group, well done. Because not many people can be around me, around this high frequency, and not many can stay, because it takes a backbone. It takes a backbone to be honest to yourself. It takes a backbone to, you know, talk to yourself honestly, because, again, only the truth can set you free. Okay, and you going leaps and leaps around, you're just gonna come in a reincarnation over and over and over again. That's what you're doing. It's no different than you playing the meta game. Here, now, this is your most important life. I love you guys. This was my 7 stars. And subscribe if you resonate. And join my healing pond group of cool kids. I love you.